Everyone, thank you to Converge SME Solutions for bringing us together under Bizkarteng Pinoy 2025. A special shout out to Converge COO Ben Chisada, a very good friend of mine, but he did not know that I was going to be speaking here today. So surprise, lacking information si Ben. Okay. Can I have this is my slide? Alright. So as MSMEs, you are the lifeblood of our economy, creating jobs, solving problems, and building communities. But let's face it, today's market is not just competitive, it is very unpredictable. Now the good news, you do not need big budgets or big tech to stay ahead. What you need is smart data and a smarter way of using what you already have. So today, the next few minutes, I want to show you how even small businesses such as yours can make big moves with smart, simple data to operate efficiently, reach the right customers, and make confident business decisions without guessing. Because in today's world, innovation is not just about creativity anymore, but it is about being informed, agile, and data aware. So let me start with a simple question. Do you really know what's working in your business right now? Or are you just guessing? Many MSMEs run on gut feel. And that's perfectly okay. You know? That's not always a bad thing. Experience matters. But what if I told you that the smartest businesses today are not just using their gut, they are using smart data to support their instincts? You know, because in the digital age, what you do not know can and will actually hurt your business. So, what is smart data? Smart data is actually not big data. It is not complicated. It is the right data at the right time for the right decision. And you already have smart data. You just might not be using it at all. You know, you have your sales receipts, customer inquiries, social media comments, inventory records, delivery logs, seasonal spikes. Okay? You might have all of these in paper, you might have those in spreadsheets, but you already have this data. And analytics is how we make sense of this data to spot patterns, find gaps, and improve decisions. So I'd like to talk to you about 10 typical problems that you might have, and actually how smart data can help. First one, I don't know who my real customers are. So really just do this to segment, your customers using purchase behavior. Ask yourself, who are your frequent buyers? What's their profile? What products do they keep coming back for? Here's a useful tip, just review your receipts, okay? Order logs or e-wallet transactions to identify who your regular customers are. Very simple, again, these are data that you already have. Second problem that you might have, sales are up and down. I don't know why. Here we talk about seasonality of your products. So track the product seasonality, okay? Identify what sells best during holidays, paydays, summer, rainy season, etc. And plan promos around these patterns. So you can actually use spreadsheets like Excel, with all of your sales data, and color code monthly sales to spot where you have your peaks and where you have your dips as well. Third problem that you might have, I don't know where my customers are coming from. Okay? So simply trace your marketing source. Ask customers how they heard about you. That's a very important question. Did they hear you from Facebook, TikTok, Shopee, Lazada? Are they walk-ins? Are they referrals? Tag each sale by source to see which channels actually work for you and for your products. So a simple tip, include a how did you find us field in order forms or even in feedback forms. Fourth problem that you might have. Oops, sorry. Okay. Fourth problem. You post on social media, but engagement is low. So analyze content performance. Which post gets the most shares, or messages? What time your customers engage the most. Okay? So you don't have to spend a lot of effort, money, get endorsers and celebrities. Just understand what time your customers are actually awake, and where they actually like your engagement. So a lot of social media tools such as Facebook and Instagram Insights are actually free and mobile friendly. So you can track your social media engagement through those tools. Next problem, you waste money on promos that don't convert. Okay? So just run simple A/B testing. Try 2 versions of a promo. Okay? Don't do a lot at one time. Just try to limit it to 2 versions first. Say one with free delivery, one with 10% off, and then compare which gets better response. So use simple codes like promo 1 versus promo 2 to track. Okay? Very simple codes to track which promos will actually work for you. Next, you often run out of stock or have too much. This goes back to understanding, again, seasonality of your products. Okay? You might be overstocking items during periods where they don't actually sell. Okay? Or you are understocking a particular item when they actually truly sell. So you either run out of stock or you actually have too much. So use your inventory data to forecast your demand. Again, track which products run out first, and then especially if you have expendable or expiring products, you monitor those dates and those slow-moving items. So even a shared Google Sheet can help your team update inventory in real time. 7, and this I really don't know how to do. I don't know if I'm pricing too low or too high. Okay? So you continuously benchmark your prices, regularly. Don't actually just do it, on a yearly basis. It's going to be too late. Compare prices with your competitors. Find your top 3 competitors and then compare prices on a monthly basis, on a regular basis. But make sure you also factor in delivery costs, packaging, and then your perceived value. So again, using simple spreadsheets, record your competitor prices and update them regularly. Next, let's talk about staff performance. Okay? So you might have problems. My staff is performing inconsistently. So track employee productivity. Okay? When they're coming into your offices or logging in online. So log your service times, even errors or customer complaints. Spot who needs coaching. Okay? So you track them not to penalize them, but hopefully you can provide additional coaching or even additional recognition for them. So create a weekly tracker or performance log, even on paper, just to start with it. Next, I don't know which products to discontinue. So again, use your sales receipts, your inventory data, those products that get returned to you, and then make some decisions about that. You rank your products by sales volume and then profit margin. You flag those products with high return or those with low margin items for review. So again, do a regular review. Do a monthly top 5, bottom 5 product review. And last of examples of what you might be encountering problems with, you rely too much on one supplier or courier. Okay? So analyze supplier reliability and risks. Okay? Track which supplier are causing you or courier are giving you delays. Okay? Which ones are changing costs on a regular basis, or those that are having quality issues. Make sure you have a backup plan based on data and not because you're just panicking about it. Okay? So keep a supplier lang with delivery times, complaints, and cost changes. So all of the tips that I mentioned to you, each of these solutions does not really require expensive systems. You can start with tools you already use in your smartphone. They're really, really very smart nowadays. Simple spreadsheets in Excel or Google Sheets, and even free analytics on your social media. Okay? So 10 common problems that you might have, but can really be simply answered by having smart data and tools, which again you already have. So I'd like to give you a bit of caution though. We've always been hearing about being data-driven, but I think we need to change that thinking to be more data-informed as well. Because just because the data says so, does not mean you blindly follow. Yes, data can inform, but it cannot feel, it cannot sense your community. You as the entrepreneur, you make the call. Okay. Kaya we're saying actually we need to be more data informed rather than just data driven, because while we say that data is the new oil, data is the new currency, data is also the new pollution that we have. So in a world filled with misinformation, bias, and fake news, what matters most is trusted, verified, and relevant data. So yes, collect data, yes, analyze it, but always remember use data to guide your head, but let your heart lead your hands. That is what being data informed means. And I'd like to end by saying that smart business is not about having the most data. It is about knowing what data matters and using it well. So the next time you think about innovating, don't start with the newest tech. Start with the smartest questions. Ask first what you need. Ask where you are having problems with. That was what the suggestion of the previous panel said. Start with the smartest questions and let your data help you answer them. Thank you, and may your business grow smarter every day.
Thank you very much.